Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday morning. I'm running a little behind schedule today, but I am happy to be with you live on this Tuesday morning in my very messy craft cave. How are you all doing? I'm still setting up my camera, so give me a minute. But while I'm getting set up, go ahead and chat in the comments and let me know if you are here. Um, because I love to use my Tuesday mornings as a way to connect with you, share stamping with you, share news from the Stampin' for Fun Craft Cave. Let's see, I'm going to flip my camera so that you can see my tabletop. I want to get it all set up here for you. And if this is your first time joining me, go ahead and say hello in the comments. I love to welcome new people. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Oops, how do I turn this down? I've been a demonstrator for over 16 years, and I love it. Oh, good morning. We do have some friends joining us, and I've had quite a ride with Stampin' Up!, so I can't imagine not being a demonstrator. And I'm not even like, I didn't start off as somebody who knew how to make cards. I wasn't particularly crafty. But what I learned from this journey is that I think everybody has something kind of that we're created with to be able to enjoy using our hands, that sense of pride that comes from doing something with the body God gave us and the creativity God created us with, even though I didn't think of myself as creative. So Stampin' Up! Really helped to kind of open that window and door for me because all the products coordinate. They're such high quality. They're easy to use. And there's so many samples of Stampin' Up! Product on the internet because Stampin' Up! Has been around for over 35 years. So there's always, if I have a little, if I feel kind of, I don't know whether this is the right word, like bunked up creativity wise, I can just look on the internet and get samples and start to go from there. So I've been having such a great time. But the number one thing I love about being a demonstrator is the community, the friends that I've met, the people that I've learned from, and I hope people have learned from me. And it is so positive, our community. So I'm always inviting and welcoming you to join. Anybody can join the community of demonstrators. The information is on my website. If you want all my important links, you can head to this link, linktree/Stampin' for Fun. There's a dot between the R and the EE. And that'll take you to my blog. That'll take you to my shopping link. That'll take you to information about joining. So all of that good stuff is there. So get to know me a little more. One of the best ways to get to know me is to watch these Tuesday videos. You never know what stories you're going to hear. And Jennifer's in Myrtle Beach. I hope you're having wonderful warm weather and you feel amazing. I wish I were in Myrtle Beach right now. I can't believe it. I was in Houston for the Stampin' Up! Convention and the weather was mild there. And then I came back here to snow. I'm in Markham, Ontario. So I'm in Southern Ontario. Like, we didn't have that much snow this winter. And then in March, at the end of March, we have like a snowstorm. This past Saturday was my Creating for Christ event. And like, I was horrified. I woke up in the morning and there was like snow this deep. I was like worried that the church parking lot wouldn't be plowed, but thankfully it was. So everything went fine, but I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, I am grateful to be here with you all. I have lots of news to share. Okay, in the Stampin' Up! World, what you need to know is we are ending the period of 2 catalogs and we'll soon be beginning a period of a new catalog. So I'm going to show you some things here. Okay. Sorry, I always want to be more organized than I am, but that's just not the case because I always have a lot on the go. And I'm just that type of person, I've decided. So many good things in life to enjoy. Sometimes it's hard to narrow down. So this catalog, which is our annual catalog, and this catalog, which is our mini catalog from January to April. So we're soon going to say farewell to these beauties. And we are going to be welcoming this beauty in May. So I'm sure many of you have seen, I can't show you the inside. I can show you the cover. And I am in love with this book for many, many reasons. So I realized it's the end of March. I should be collecting names on who needs catalogs, because the past few times I've mailed out my own catalogs, but life is very hairy. So I have until the end of the month to tell Stampin' Up! To send catalogs for me. So I think I'm going to try to get organized to do that and have Stampin' Up! Send the catalogs for me. So if you generally, what I do is, if you have shopped with me in the past year, or you're a Stampin' for Fun Club member, then you can get a copy of the catalog free from me. I will pay for postage. I will pay for the catalog for you. If you haven't shopped with me in the past year, then there is a small $7 charge for, and that's just a minimal charge to help offset the cost of the catalog and the shipping too. And of course, I will refund that cost of the catalog if you place an order in May or June. Okay, so I don't really want to charge you for a catalog, mostly, but it is a resource that I give people who have who have shopped with me or shown support in my business. Okay, so but if you've never shopped with Stampin' Up! Before, ever, with another demonstrator, or you're just unfamiliar with Stampin' Up!, let me know. I can get a catalog to you too. Okay, so make sure you sign up for my newsletter list. That is on the link tree as well. That's when I send out the email to register to get a catalog, then you'll be on the list. Okay, so haven't gotten there yet, but I still have a few days left in the month to collect those names so that I can get Stampin' Up! To mail those catalogs out for me. So all of that to say is that these are leaving, and so what that means is there's going to be some products that we will not see again. I haven't even had a chance since I came back from Houston to really study what's retiring. But let me show you on our online store what's going to happen so that you can be up to speed. Okay, I want everyone to be up to speed. So let me do a little bit of where are you? A little bit of a screen share here. Hopefully this will work. And if you're still joining in, just say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're from and how your weekend was. Okay, so let me share my screen. Share screen. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so I just want to show you a few things when we're in the last chance period. First thing, whenever you're shopping, make sure that my name's in the top left-hand corner. Okay, because I do offer shopping specials, and I don't want you to miss out on them. So you have to make sure that your order counts towards me as your demonstrator. The other thing I want you to notice is that starting on April the 9th, I'm guessing under this special section, there will be a new tab that says last chance items or last chance discounts or something like that happening here. So I want you to know where to find that. For now, the only way you can kind of know, you can contact me for a list. They have given demonstrators a list. But the other way that you're going to know is if let's pick one that I know is retiring. For example, I think vellum is one of the retiring products. I know, do not cry. Okay, so you can see right here, it says retiring soon. So as you are browsing the online store, if you see something red, retiring soon, it means that when the stocks are sold out, it's gone. And then it's definitely, if the stocks don't sell out, then it's definitely gone after April 30th. Okay, so as you're browsing the online store, I don't know what's another example we could kind of show here in the menu. Like bundles. Okay, so most bundles will become unbundled and will no longer, it's not showing, but I know the Cutest Cow bundle, you can currently get it at the bundle price, but it will be retiring. The products will both be available, but they'll be unbundled, so it will cost more to purchase it. Okay, but it doesn't say that, so maybe that was a bad example. So that's why you want to keep in touch. Oh, here, this one, perennial postage bundle is showing retiring soon. So that's good to know. So because I know the B products will be in the new catalog. but it's not showing retiring soon. But I have a feeling the bundle price will not be available. Okay, I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken. The new catalog is set up very differently. Okay, so I just want you to understand now is the time to take advantage of things that are retiring. It's time to take advantage also because there is going to be some price increases in the new catalog. This hopefully is not a giant surprise because as looking at society, um, something's been going on where shipping and supply chain, all those things like cost of raw materials has all gone up. So Stampin' Up has to be in keeping so that they can stay in business. We all want Stampin' Up to stay in business. So there is price increases coming with the new catalog. I know for sure that cardstock, mini glue dots, envelopes, re-anchors, all those things are going up in price. So you're going to want to stock up on those things before they sell out or before the new catalog period starts. Okay, so that's the news I wanted to share with you in terms of upcoming classes with Stampin' for Fun. Hi, Nan. Hi, Rose. So in terms of upcoming classes, the main one that well, there's two ones happening in April. It is yes, it's almost time to register. Well, it is time to register for my April classes. My Lunch, Laugh, and Craft is coming up soon, April the 9th. So I'd like it if you register by April 1st so I can get packets cut and ready. And then April 27th is my ladies retreat day. So Rose, I think you're already registered for that. So I'm so excited. It's a whole day to craft and chat and enjoy. You bring whatever you want to craft. But if you need a little mojo, a little bit of inspiration, I have 4 make and takes that you can do throughout the day. Lunch is included. If you live long distance, you can choose the take it to go option. Okay, so share that with your friends. Anyone within driving distance of Markham can come, and it's worth a little further drive because we'll be there from 9 to 5. Everyone will get their own 6-foot table to craft to their heart's content. So card makers, scrapbookers, beaders, crocheters, is that a word? Anyway, all crafters welcome because we can agree that we need the time and space to do some good things. So yes, come and register for that. Registration link again can be found at the Linktree/Stampin' for Fun upcoming classes. Okay, so let's chat about what we're up to here. Oh, so many things on my messy table. Let me clear it off a little bit. Everything's a little hairy here. Of course, I've still got stuff that I haven't unpacked from Creating from Christ this weekend. Wow. That is the normal state of affairs here. It's because, as I said at the beginning, I am just doing so many good and exciting and happy and wonderful things. I can't take time to do things like cleaning my house. I have to prioritize, right? Who's with me? Okay, so let's talk about our product of the month. All month, we've been showing off some different ways to use the Stampin' Right markers. Let me get the cards from previous weeks. Let me see what I've got here. I feel like I'm missing some. Well, okay, hang on. This was what we did in the first week. Oops, let me add my camera. Okay, hang on. Okay, so good morning. Okay, so this was in the first week. I showed that fun technique. So it's actually time this weekend. I should be sending out these cards. Okay, this fun technique. And then the second week, we did this one, just showing how to color. The Stampin' Right markers work great just for coloring small areas. And one of the bonuses with Stampin' Right markers is that they color coordinate with our ink and paper. So already that's why you want to get everything from Stampin' Up, because of the color coordination. It makes your projects look way more professional when you use high quality coordinating products. And I don't have last week's card. I don't know whether I gave it away, but it was really awesome. It was really awesome. It was the stippled rose one. And I don't know why I don't have it here. And I spritzed it with water. Anyway, it was awesome. Um, it was actually my favorite. So, but this week we're going to do something else with the Stampin' Right markers. Why don't we get started? I'm going to be using this Zany Zoo set. I wonder if it's retiring. Let's see. Let's check on the website. Is it retiring? Will we see it again? Oh, friends, it is retiring. This is such a cute, cute set. Let me see whether, see, you can tell because when you go to the website, can you see it says Zany Zoo? This is the set that we're using today. It's going to be retiring. This brings me sadness because look at how cute these are. I had a lot of fun playing with these. Look at this sample. It even comes with dies for the curtains and the designer series paper. These are the animals in the designer series paper. So adorable, so cute. Anyway, so we are going to be playing with that today. How do I do this? Okay, so, okay, so here we go, the Zany Zoo. Okay, so make sure to nab it if you need an alligator stamp. I actually bought it. First of all, it was so adorable, I couldn't resist. But do you see this llama here? It's knitting. A llama that's knitting. Of course, I have to have a stamp of a llama knitting. I don't knit, but it's just so hilarious. I had to get it. So we're going to play with this guy today. And then the coordinating dies. Okay, so if you placed a minimum $60 order last month on my online store, you would, using my host code, you would have qualified to receive the card packets for this card. You would have gotten all the card packets for the cards that I showcased this month. So we're nearing the end of the month. If you want to get next month's card packets, which I can already tell you, I'm going to be focusing on the new Zinnia products, then you're going to want to make sure you place your order on my online store before the end of March, and make sure to use this month's host code, which I'll show on the screen, but it's also in the description. And then you'll get next month's card packets. So the card packets all come pre-cut and ready to go. So you can either, I also send the tutorials. Sometimes I'm a little late sending the tutorials, but you can always watch the video replays to know how to do it. So this again is our heavy watercolor paper. Let me see whether I can show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's heavy cotton watercolor paper. So whenever we're playing with water, this is what we should be using. Well, Jennifer, you're one of the Team Stick girls, so you can just, you already did it at Stamp Camp, but you can order the packet just for a flat $10. You don't have to place a $60 order, because anyone who's a demonstrator and my Team Stick girls, they know to shop for themselves and get their minimum 20% discount. Okay, so this is our watercolor paper. And so that's what I cut this piece from, okay? It's just a scrap piece. You don't have to worry about the measurements for that. And I'm going to take my friend Knitting Llama, who, you guys can give it a name. Go ahead in the comments. What shall we name? Linda the Llama? No, that doesn't seem right for this llama. Lee's? No, I don't know. Help me, friends. Let's give this llama a name. I'm going to use, because I'm going to be doing some water effects, I'm going to use the Stays On ink. And Stays On is to, whenever you're watercoloring using water, Stays On is the ink you want to use. So it's different from our other inks. It also stamps on non-porous surfaces. Oh, Nellie, Linea. Okay, I like both of those ones. Nellie the llama. Nellie is kind of a silly name, and this llama is kind of silly. Well, don't take that personally if your name happens to be Nellie. I like it, the name. Okay, so hopefully I inked it up there. And let's... Okay, so I used to make tiles, and I would use Stays On to stamp onto the tiles. I used to stamp decorations onto the tiles and give them away as coasters. Okay, so it's not super dark, so we need to juice it up, I think. So what I'm going to look for is my re-inker. Okay, so if you've never re-inked your StazOn pad before, I do find I have to re-ink StazOn quite frequently, probably because I don't know of the formulation. So I'm not going to be afraid here. I'm just going to drip it on, and you'll see it's getting sucked into the pad. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Okay, see that? So I'm letting it kind of soak into the pad a bit. And then what I need is this, I usually use like a, just a plastic spoon or something and the back of it to kind of smoosh the ink in, make it more even so it doesn't show up all dotty and streaky. Okay, and then ideally I would be cleaning this with water right away, but I think we've got it. Okay, so let's see if we can do a little better stamping Nellie now that we've inked up our StazOn pad. Okay, let's flip this around. Can you guys see that? Okay, let's see if we do a little better here. Oh, okay, that gives a much darker image. Do you see the difference? Okay, so the value of re-inkers, and as I mentioned, the re-inkers are going up in price. So you want to check your stash and make sure you have your re-inkers for all your ink pads. Okay. And the StazOn has this special cover here. We'll make sure that that goes on. Okay, so I just want to give that a second to dry. And then let's use this here. Okay, so how are the Stampin' Right markers going to come into play? We're going to use the Stampin' Right markers. Maybe we'll use some water brushes. I can't remember if I used water brush or blender pen. I don't know. We'll bring both out and then we'll see. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here is, do you notice this llama is wearing an outfit? Okay, so we're going to color the llama different from the furry outfit that she's wearing. So let me take some of my Stampin' Right markers here. I don't know whether I want Bubble Bath. Maybe I want more like Flirty Flamingo. I don't know. Let's try Bubble Bath. And Highland Heather and Lemon Lolly. Okay, let's do some coloring. Do I have all the colors I need? Okay, so let's start with this. So what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to take the brush side. These are our Stampin' Right markers. They are water-based markers. I'm going to take the brush side. I made this card so long ago, I can't actually quite remember how I did it. So I think I inked up my block, okay? And then what I'm doing is just taking, actually, just taking some water here. I'm just going to squeeze some water out, okay? And then I'm just going to pick up the color. Okay, so we can just kind of see. Do you see that? I don't know. So I picked up the color from the marker, and then I am going to color Nellie. So basically, I've created a palette using the ink from the Stampin' Right markers. Now, if you want it more light, okay, I think it might be really hard for you to see there. Can you see that? If you want the color more light, you need more water. If you want it more dark, okay, then you need less water. So I won't dip it into my water pool here. I will probably make it just a little darker coming around here. Okay, and let it fade lighter inside. Okay, I feel like you can't see how I'm coloring there. See that? Okay, have you guys ever done that watercoloring technique before? Okay, so it's just another way to use the Stampin' Right markers. It shows the versatility of the markers. So when you buy one marker, you have access to all these different ways to use the markers. Okay, so I think I want that a little darker. So let me just keep coloring there. And of course, there's no reason I can't use the Stampin' Right markers right onto the image if I want to. Okay, so we've colored Nellie, given her a bubble bath fur coat there. And I think she's doing some knitting with Highland Heather colored wool. So again, our Stampin' Right markers, we can absolutely just color with them, you know, add some color. Okay, and if we want, we can add some color and then blend it around. Okay, our watercolor paper can hold a lot of water. Okay, so don't be afraid to add the water. Okay, I may have used a bit too, a bit too much water there. Okay, but that's okay. So here we go again. So you can see how I'm coloring the block. I don't know if you can see. I've just added Highland Heather onto the block. It's like I'm creating an ink palette right there of Highland Heather color. I'm going to pick it up and use it as a paintbrush on the portion that I want. Okay. How fun is that? How fun is that? Okay, so Nellie is knitting. Knitting Nellie. I love it. Okay. And then here, I'm just going to dab this off a minute. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's color the chair. Okay, I'll move a little faster now that I've shown you how it works. And again, we can just add the color as we want. We can, this is petal pink. So I don't want her whole face to be quite, just squeeze some more water here because I'm trying to get rid of the purple. Okay. And we're going petal pink. Yeah, we're going to be a little lighter. Just, I don't know, what color are llamas in real life? I have no idea. So Nellie, our llama, is a light petal pink there. Okay, what color? Her arms, the same color. There we go. And I'll make it a little darker. I feel like the little hoof should be darker, so I'll use the Stampin' Right marker direct. Okay, can you see that, how the water makes it a little lighter? And then we'll, so I want to mix up my colors here. We'll use the Lemon Lolly and color our chair. I want the bottom fringe of the chair to be brighter. And then I can go a little lighter here on the chair. Okay. Okay. There's our little llama, Nellie the llama. Look at how cute she is, all colored up. What do you guys think? Have you ever thought about using Stampin' Right markers that way? And you kind of feel like an artist, honestly, and I'm not an artist at all. But when you pair our water painters with our Stampin' Right markers and just use a block, and then it doesn't damage the block at all. You just take a chamois and you can wipe it right off, no problem. Okay, so we'll do that. Pick that up off there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's cut this beauty out and then we will complete our card. Oh, there's our matching dies. Hello. I love these dies. There's so many in there. Okay, so where's Nellie? I think this is you, right? With your little horns there. Okay, we'll cut Nellie out. I like giving critters names. I don't know what it is. It just feels right because you can tell from the imaging. And that's what I love about Stampin' Up! Artwork. There's such personality. So it's like, has to be named. You can tell she's got a personality. Okay. So Stampin' Write markers are a great addition to your crafting supplies if you haven't yet invested in any. And I would suggest the first place to start is to pick a color family that you love and go from there. Because then if you stick with one color family, then you can make sure you get the cardstock in that color family, and you're off to the races. Okay, because remember, I showed you how you don't even have to buy full-size ink pads if you don't want, because your markers can be used as ink on your stamps. Okay. Oh, I agree, Lila. Lulu would also be a cute name, but it's too late. I've already gotten attached to her as Nellie. And there she is. Coordination at its best. The perfect die to cut that out. No need to fussy cut at all. Okay. And we'll put this away. There's so many dies in here. I put like a little magnet because there's so many. Look, there's even the little ties for the curtain. This is the little ties for the curtain. Okay, so let's finish off our card, our cute card. I wish I could find my great stippled rose card. Okay, so in order to keep the color coordination thing going, we are going to fold our cardstock base. So an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock can make 2 cards. You just have to cut it in half at 5.5, and then just fold it at this 4.25 mark, and you've got your card base. I decided to layer it with a sheet of Bubble Bath. I've already pre-embossed it using one of our embossing folders, so we'll adhere that on. Okay, and then I'm using the very fun the Zany Zoo Designer Series paper that's going to be retiring. I'm using this portion here, the flowery part. But before I stick it on, I'm going to color a few of the flowers just to give a pop of color because, you know, why not? Okay. And so for small areas, Stampin' Write markers work fabulously to color in and give a pop of color. So make sure you add a set of markers to your next order because there's so many now after we've focused on this the whole month. Hopefully you have learned lots of ways to use the Stampin' Write markers. I don't know. Am I being random? Am I catching? Just adding a pop of color. It really adds a bit, I think, when you just color a few of the flowers because, you know, why not? Okay. Let's put Nellie on here. We'll take I already die cut this vellum circle because all the kits that I provide, I already have it pre-cut for you. I'm going to stick Nellie on here. And the reason why I'm putting her on first on the vellum, because once I put her on, then I can see what's covered in the back and I can put some dimensionals back here because I don't want to put my dimensionals like here because you know how you can kind of see through the vellum. So I'm purposely hiding the dimensionals behind where I put my little llama. Okay, and then we can peel that off. Yep. Oh, wait, then we can. sad that we have to cover the back side of the paper. Okay, stick that on. And then why don't we just stamp a little sentiment here? There's you're too wonderful, happy birthday to you. All of those would be good. So I'm going to do the you're too wonderful. And we'll pop that on there. Oh, another item that's retiring is our A block. Our tiny A block is retiring. I guess it wasn't a big seller. Okay, so let's, I can see how you don't use it a lot, but I don't know. When I have those teeny tiny stamps, I do like to stick it on the A block. So it'll be a little sad that we don't sell it anymore, but got to make room for new stuff, you know. Okay. Hope I aimed okay. There we go. You're too wonderful. Right on the lemon lolly circle that I have punched out, or die cut out, should I say. Okay. So just remember, when you're using StazOn, you do need the specific StazOn cleaner. Okay, so it looks like this. Let me see. This is an old version, but it's called StazOn Cleaner. Because the ink is kind of permanent, you just want to just give it a little clean there, and you can just use our Stampin' Scrub to get that cleaned off. Because it is a permanent ink, so it will stain on there if you don't use the StazOn Cleaner. Okay, so we'll stick that on, and then we've got some coordinating lemon lolly twine. I know I have the lemon lolly twine. I don't know where it is. Let's check our little envelope. Otherwise, here it is, the little lemon lolly twine. So the twine comes in a 3-pack, I think, with balmy blue, calypso coral, and lemon lolly, all from the Subtles family. So I'm just going to tie a little bow. And there we go. So let me get a glue dot here. Betty's asking if I have any intel, because she knows I'm also a staff member with Stampin' Up. So sometimes people think that we know lots of things, but I do not. My role at Stampin' Up is really in terms of supporting demonstrators, helping demonstrators to be successful. So the product team does not normally consult us before choosing colors. I don't know what happened here. I think it's because it's so bumpy. It didn't stick very well. Let's stick that on there. So no idea. I've never been asked to name a color. That might be actually really fun if someone asked me to name a color, an up and coming in color or something, but no, never been asked. No idea. Sorry, Betty. Okay, there is our finished card. I wish I could find my stippled rose card. Don't know where it is. I'll give one more look in this little bucket and see. Nope. No idea. No idea where it is. Sorry, guys. Maybe I sent it to somebody. Anyway, so we've just done 4 weeks showcasing the Stampin' Right markers. Make sure to join me next week as I kick off a new product of the month, which will be the Zinnia bundle. And those of you on Team Stick, you already saw 3 out of the 4 cards just from if you came to Stamp Camp earlier this month. So yeah, I'm excited to share them with you. It's a beautiful, beautiful suite. And thanks for joining me this week. And I hope to stamp with you again soon. Make sure to check out my classes for more stamping inspiration. Okay, have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me.